Most would call this scrap metal, destined to be forgotten by time. But what you're about to witness is not just a repair. It's a masterclass in engineering resilience. A story of how one individual with sheer skill can reverse catastrophic failure. The first step is never a tool, but a deep, structural analysis. She's identifying the primary point of failure, a complete loss of traction due to soil instability. Before any physical work begins, she consults an expert. This is a critical step in any complex project, formulating a plan of action. With a strategy confirmed, she returns to the site, the first task, meticulous preparation. She begins an inspection of the vehicle's interior systems, looking for secondary issues. Every component is assessed. The level of decay suggests this vehicle has been immobile for some time. The rear cargo hold reveals the extent of the neglect. This is more than just dirt, it's corrosion. Her search is systematic, seeking the tools necessary for the initial recovery phase. She now inspects the wheel assembly, confirming the tire as the initial catalyst for the vehicle's immobility. Here, she applies fundamental mechanical principles, using a jack to apply leverage against the vehicle's mass. This is a battle of physics. Each pump of the jack translates human effort into immense lifting force. With the chassis elevated, the compromised wheel is now isolated from the load-bearing structure. The process of deconstruction begins. Each lug nut is torqued with precision. This unconventional position demonstrates incredible adaptability to the challenging field conditions. The faulty component is removed, a moment of satisfaction, but the real work is just beginning. She begins installing the replacement, ensuring a perfect fit against the axle hub. Securing the wheel requires careful tightening in a star pattern to ensure uniform pressure. Her focus is absolute. Even a minor imprecision here could lead to dynamic instability on the road. She hand tightens each nut, feeling the tension to prevent over-torquing before the final tightening. This close-up reveals the physical effort involved in overcoming the friction of the threads. A second set of hands appears, providing the counterforce needed for this high-torque operation. Now, she introduces a power tool to expedite the process and apply consistent torque. With the mechanical repair complete, she begins transporting materials for the next phase of the project. Attention now shifts to a major structural flaw, a shattered headlight assembly. She cleans the area, not for aesthetics, but to assess the full extent of the impact damage. With the hood open, she begins a full diagnostic of the power plant. This is the heart of the machine. She analyzes smaller components, likely cross-referencing them with the issues she suspects in the engine. This wide shot shows the scale of the challenge. A dilapidated machine against a vast, indifferent landscape. The project is moved to a more controlled environment. Every tool is carefully organized. She prepares a tow line. When a system can't move itself, external force is the only solution. A tractor provides the necessary tractive effort, pulling the dead weight of the compromised vehicle. From inside, we see her expertly guiding the vehicle despite its lack of power. The vehicle has arrived at the workshop, a space where true transformation can begin. A moment of pause planning the next steps is as crucial as the physical work itself. Inside the workshop, she turns her attention to the electrical system, the vehicle's nervous system. She's working on the battery, the primary source of potential energy for the entire machine. The project stands ready. The initial recovery is complete. Now the deep restoration begins. Now in a dedicated workspace, she can address the core damage to the vehicle's chassis and engine. She retrieves her specialized toolkit. Each tool is selected for a specific, precise function. Using a multimeter, she's testing the continuity of the electrical circuits, hunting for a break in the flow. With pliers, she manipulates the wiring. This requires a delicate touch to avoid further damage. This is surgical work. A single misplaced wire could short the entire system. She begins disassembling the damaged front bumper, exposing the underlying structural members. Now she enters the cabin, likely to test the results of her electrical repairs from the controls. A power drill makes quick work of removing a stubborn engine component, a display of efficiency. This is a deep dive into the engine block. She's reaching the most critical internal components. The air filter is removed. A clogged filter can starve the engine of oxygen, crippling its performance. Her confidence and expertise are on full display. There is no hesitation in her movements. She now adjusts the carburetor, the device responsible for mixing air and fuel in a precise ratio. Next, the spark plugs are inspected. These are the catalysts for combustion, no spark, no power. The power tool is used again, this time to disassemble another section of the engine with speed. Every piece of this mechanical puzzle is being carefully deconstructed and analyzed. The old spark plugs are laid out next to new lubricant, preparing for reassembly. With the engine work complete for now, the tools are carefully organized and stored. The vehicle receives fuel, the chemical energy it will convert into mechanical motion. The moment of truth, she turns the key and the engine roars to life. The heart of the machine beats again. A look of immense satisfaction, she has conquered the mechanical and electrical demons. The next phase begins, addressing the severe material degradation of the engine block itself. She uses a wrench to tackle bolts fused by years of rust and thermal cycling. This level of oxidation is a significant structural concern. The metal has lost its integrity. The vehicle's entire body tells a story of exposure and decay. This is a battle against entropy. The carburetor, though functional, is caked in grime that can impede its delicate mechanisms. She prepares to install the new air filter assembly, a clean lung for the revived engine. Once again, power tools are employed for efficient reassembly of the engine components. Now, a new stage of restoration, stripping away the years of corrosive filth. Water flows from the undercarriage, carrying away the first layers of destructive material. She uses a high-pressure water jet to blast away embedded mud and grime from the body panels. The wheels are given special attention. Rust on the rims can compromise the bead seal of the tire. The rear of the vehicle is methodically cleaned, revealing the true state of the paint and metal underneath. This intensive cleaning is not just cosmetic. It's a necessary step before any body work can begin. Every square inch of the vehicle's surface is systematically stripped of contaminants. The process is laborious but essential. You cannot build on a weak or contaminated foundation. Even the roof, often neglected, is given the same meticulous treatment. She prepares a chemical solution, a detergent designed to break down oil and stubborn grime. Now the chemical cleaning begins, using a surfactant to lift what the water pressure alone could not. The result is astounding. The vehicle's original color begins to emerge from beneath the filth. With a clean canvas, she applies a soap solution, preparing to hand wash the entire body. This isn't just washing, it's a tactile inspection, feeling for imperfections in the body work. She gives extra focus to the front grille, an area with complex geometry and trapped dirt. Rinsing reveals the progress, but also the deep scars and rust that still need to be addressed. A younger generation joins in, knowledge and passion are being passed down. Together, they work on the side panels, a shared effort in this massive undertaking. The rear of the vehicle is given the same careful, manual cleaning. Every detail matters. Patience and thoroughness are the hallmarks of a true restoration expert. The work continues along the vehicle's flank, ensuring a uniform finish. She even cleans the interior of the door glass, a sign of her commitment to total restoration. The final rinse, a powerful jet of water washes away all remaining soap and residue. The entire vehicle is flushed, a symbolic baptism, washing away its past decay. Each section is given a final, thorough rinse. The water cascades off the body, which is now free of the grit that held it captive. One last pass on the front end ensures a perfectly clean surface. The cleaning phase is complete. Now begins the process of demobilization and cleanup. Every tool, every hose is carefully put away. A disciplined workspace is an efficient one. The focus now moves inside. The exterior is clean, but the interior cabin requires a total gutting. She begins to disassemble the interior fittings, a necessary step for the work to come. She searches beneath the seats, likely for hidden bolts or fasteners holding the flooring in place. With wrench in hand, she is ready for the next phase, the complete teardown of the cabin floor. A power tool is essential for removing corroded fasteners from the vehicle's floor pan. Now, the true challenge begins, a complete restoration of the vehicle's interior structure. The floor is thick with compacted dirt and debris, which has trapped moisture and accelerated corrosion. She uses a grinder to cut away a section of the floor, a sign of severe, irreparable rust damage. This is painstaking, physically demanding work, removing the floor piece by piece. A small knife is used for precision cuts, separating the floor lining from the metal chassis. She removes large sections of the rotted flooring, revealing the bare metal frame underneath. The grinder is used again, efficiently cutting through the compromised sheet metal. This view shows the scale of the interior demolition. This is a frame-level restoration. Her attention to detail is remarkable, removing even the smallest screws from the whole well. She peels back the rotted carpet, a layer that has hidden the creeping decay for years. The sheer volume of debris removed is staggering. This is an archaeological dig as much as a repair. A small broom is used to begin clearing the loose debris from the newly exposed chassis. The work is meticulous. Every last particle of dirt must be removed before the next stage. A smaller tool is used to get into the tight corners of the frame. She even uses her bare hands to ensure the surface is completely free of debris. This relentless pursuit of a clean foundation is what separates an amateur from a professional. She inspects her work, ensuring the entire floor pan is ready for rust treatment and repair. A final sweep clears the last of the dust. The result, a completely stripped cabin. The vehicle's very skeleton is exposed, ready to be rebuilt stronger than before. With the interior gutted, the painstaking process of removing decades of compacted earth begins. Each shovelful is heavy, dense material that has contributed to the severe corrosion of the floor pan. The debris is moved to a wheelbarrow, a visual measure of just how much decay has been removed. She uses a smaller trowel and brush for the fine detail work, clearing debris from every seam and crevice. This is a slow, methodical process, ensuring no contaminants are left behind. A larger broom is now used to sweep out the bulk of the loose material. This is a critical stage. The exposed metal must be perfectly clean before rust inhibitors and new panels can be applied. The last of the large debris is loaded and ready for disposal. She removes the waste from the worksite, maintaining a clean and safe environment. Now, water is used to wash the bare metal, removing fine dust and revealing the full extent of the rust. She methodically flushes every part of the interior, ensuring a pristine surface for the repairs. The exterior also receives another rinse, removing any dust from the interior cleaning process. The interior flush continues, a vital step in neutralizing corrosive agents. She systematically works her way around the entire vehicle. Even the front end is meticulously washed down one more time. No detail is too small. A complete and total cleaning is the foundation of a lasting restoration. The seats, which were removed earlier, are also given an intensive deep cleaning. The results speak for themselves. The vehicle, now a clean shell, is ready for its rebirth. The final wash concludes the preparation. The deconstruction and cleaning are finally complete. Now begins the reassembly. A new, waterproof floor lining is being carefully fitted. She secures the new material to the refurbished chassis, the first step in rebuilding the cabin. A grinder is used to smooth a section of the metal frame, ensuring a perfect fit for a new component. She meticulously reinstalls structural elements beneath the seats. A ratchet strap is used to hold a component in place while it is being permanently secured. She maneuvers a large metal part back into its position on the vehicle's frame. The fully rear-assembled vehicle stands ready, a silhouette of victory against the rural landscape. The engine starts and the exhaust exhales. It's a sign of a healthy, functioning system. The final triumph, the vehicle moves under its own power, no longer a prisoner of decay. A testament to engineering, perseverance, and the profound ability to bring structure back from the brink. A very special thank you to the owner of the YouTube channel Litiu Lan for creating this wonderful video and allowing me to comment. If you enjoyed this narrative, please visit and support their channel at the link in the description below.